What's going on, everybody? So in today's video, I kind of want to talk about builds and like the builds that I do. This is my build right now. This is the same build that I've been running on my last previous spear dagger build that I was doing. And I've been getting a lot of comments that's like, your hit's too high, your critical damage is too low, you're not going to kill anybody, blah blah blah. And I just kind of want you to take a look at the stats here. I sacrificed some ranged evasion and some magic evasion, and I got more critical, and I got more critical damage. I even said in my build, I think I switched out my ring from the ruin band to this one, and you could switch around pieces to make it work, right? I got this ruin band. I think I had it on my previous video. If I wanted more, I could technically put this in place of the purity band and still, you know, have a bunch of critical damage. I'm still working on getting my other ring slot, and I'm working on getting my other weapon slot synced, but this is still the same build. All I did was switch around some runes and switched around some mastery, or not mastery, but the artifacts. And the artifacts that I have on aren't even that good. Like, I got critical hit chance, max damage, that welcome bonus could go away. Like my melee evasion, I really don't need that, but magic evasion and range, I need to find a better one of this one. And then this one, magic evasion, critical hit chance, that sleep resistance, I could get ranged evasion. And then this one, stamina, potion healing, collision, that's whatever. Also, I could get more health if I actually put on a different, you know, a better chaos artifact. But I just don't have one, like ranged evasion, but I'm missing out on the critical, right? So it basically just comes down to like your runes and everything that you have. As you guys can see, my critical damage base right now is at 52%, and then as soon as I start attacking, that's going to go up to 61, and then as soon as I like Phoenix Barrage, that's going to go up to 76. So the critical damage is insane, and I still have pretty good crit hit chance, right? There's things that you can do, and there's things that can be done that with the same gear, you just got to switch a few things around, right? And the builds that I do, they're pretty much up for you. Like, it's a good base to start with, and you can switch around. Like, I personally liked more ranged evasion and magic evasion. I do not have melee evasion. The meta is constantly shifting, and if you're constantly chasing the meta, you're going to constantly be looking for different builds, right? So there are things that you can do to like with these builds, just switch a few of the things around, and you could have a decent build. I kind of just wanted to clarify that some of my builds, you know, like my greatsword dagger build that I did, the meta changed, right? Like, you want more melee evasion. Like, the meta changed, you want melee evasion. Like right now, I wouldn't personally build this unless you have a good healer, you have two tanks rotating devos, and that allow you to go in, do a bunch of damage, get out. This is kind of more glass cannon. The next build that I'm going to do is a gladiator build, and all I have to do for my gladiator build is switch out these two pieces and switch out this to range. Instead of range and magic evasion, we're going to switch it out to endurance. Okay, I'm going to try an endurance setup, but it's not that costly. I'm just waiting on getting these two pieces, and then I can retrait these ones, right? So we're going to go two-piece Imperial, and we're going to go two-piece Vanguard. I already have the Vanguard pants. I just have to trait them out, and we're ready to go. I don't have the Crimson Spear. Crimson Spear is this. You get that spear, your stats are going to look a little bit better. But this is just a base to start out with, and you could do what you want with this, right? This is a magic and range evasion, high crit, like if you want, or you could switch it to even higher melee hit chance, right? So the thing is, people that are building melee evasion, you're never going to be able to hit them, right? So that's why I lowered my melee hit chance and in favor of critical, more crit, right? It's just more crit. My crit's not super high, but it's right at the edge there, right? We're at 23. So I'm still able to hit those endurance players. And when I get a crit on them, I do like max damage on them pretty much. So that's kind of the build philosophy, and the meta's always shifting, guys. Like everything's shifting. If I want it more, a little less crit and more evasion, I could do that, right? Like, look, my evasion, my ranged evasion kind of went up, my magic evasion, and I didn't sacrifice too much. I still have a decent critical hit. And then the next thing I could do is I can go into my runes here and then just switch out some runes, right? If I want some more ranged evasion, right? I could switch out some runes. I could run this belt, which will give me more attack speed, more dex. There's just things that you can do in this build that, you know, I can go super glass cannon and still be able to perform. I can switch out this belt. I can switch out this belt and switch some stats around, right? We can go down the strength. We can go up on the perception here, and we can get a little bit more crit. My hit goes down, and my critical goes up a little bit. We're still at 52.8. So, but I lose more ranged evasion. So, in actuality, this belt is not that good. I can use this belt and get basically the same stats, switching some stuff around, and boom, there we go. We'll still around the same critical hit chance, but we have a little bit more ranged evasion, and our magic evasion didn't change. So I kind of just wanted to put that out there for you guys. Not something too long, but whenever you're looking at builds, there's a ton of good builds out there. Rhythm has a couple of builds. I would suggest right now, if you are Spear Dagger, you can either play Endurance, and if you're going to play Endurance, I would just go Glad. I'm going to make a Gladiator build next. Or you can just go Melee Evasion. This is just a high critical max damage, not even really max damage, because I can switch out like this belt for something else. I can switch out this for something else that gives me a little bit more crit, right? In sacrifice of evasion. I can switch this out because something with a critical hit chance. There's things that you can do in this game, and this build that I put out was just what was working for me. If you're doing more of solo play, if you're doing more of like arena, or you're doing more Dominion type style stuff, melee evasion, you're going to find way more success with that. So I just wanted to make a video to clear the air. Also, again, the meta is constantly changing. And if you're constantly trying to chase the meta, you are going to be losing out on a lot of Lucent, constantly switching over your builds. This is just the build that I got fully done, pretty much the best pieces I wanted for this build. Now we're going to work on, you know, getting the sync slots set up so I can sync these to my boots, or not my boots, my pants and my gloves. And we could go two-piece Vanguard, and I can switch out my melee and ranged evasion, and we're going to switch those out for magic and ranged endurance. So yeah, there's things that you can do. I'm going to go for a high hit gladiator build and still being relatively tanky, because I'm tired of getting pulled and dying instantly when I go in. Just something for my party. Next build I'm going to be doing and kind of just showing gameplay of it. But yeah, I just want to give you guys a quick update. As always, remember, stay blessed and stay humble, and I'll catch you in another video. Peace.